Step up and shine in your own way. Okay? Next slide. Alright, just like that, okay? Let our leaders shine on their own merit. Amen?
Amen.
Joshua is not Moses. Pastor Jason is not Pastor Gene. So Norman is not Pastor Gene. You know, when I was a junior pastor like these guys, I was in my early 20s, I was junior pastor to Pastor Ormeo, right? Pastor Ed Ormeo. When he was suddenly called to pastor a church in California, I was the pastor in Makati. He was the pastor in Makati, and I was a junior pastor in Makati. Alright? He was suddenly called to pastor a church in America. And in my early 20s, I was the Joshua who was pushed to the front. He said, what do I know about being senior pastor? I'm very young. But then God says, it's your turn now. And you know what my biggest mistake was? To pretend to be like Pastor Edwin. I tried to be like him every single step of the way. I tried to preach like him. You know, he has these quirks. He likes to sneeze whenever he preaches. I sneeze too. For no reason, because it was Pastor Ed's way of preaching. And he would cough, and I would cough too. And when he put his hands on his waist like this, and I would do that too. I don't know why I'm putting my hand on my waist. Because Pastor Ed did it, I will do it too. But people saw right through me. I am no Pastor Ed. And people would call before church service and say, who's the speaker? And if we say it's not Pastor Ed, they won't even show up to church. And I was fumbling my way. And the Lord said, be who you are. Just be Pastor Gene. And that's it. If you don't like me, I'm sorry. I am no Moses. I am Joshua. And so whenever people take the place of the people who left, let's not compare, because comparisons are harmful. Amen? But I'd like you to step up, and I'd like you to shine on your own merit. Step up. Number 2, Joshua got the second instruction, and God said, not only do you step up, you also should step out. Step out. Look at the lesson. Let's go back. Joshua 1, verse 2, Moses is dead. You and all these people, get ready. Get ready to do what? Get ready to cross the Jordan River. Get ready to take the land I'm about to give you. Get ready to possess the land that I have promised to Moses. Get ready to take over. Alright? Don't stay where you are. Next slide. The task is not yet complete. Joshua might be saying, Lord, what do I do now? Do we disband? Do we go back to Egypt? I says, no. You bring everybody forward. You complete what Moses has started. And this is exactly the model of ministry. Amen? In the ministry, not everyone will do everything. Paul says, some of you will water. Some of you will harvest. Some of you will do only one part of ministry. Others will take over and do the rest of the ministry. But no one is better than the other. Amen? Yeah. During Paul's time, there was a comparison between Apollos, who was the earlier pastor, and Paul. And they were comparing pastors. I like Apollos better. No, I like Paul better. I like the old guy better. No, I like the new guy better. And Paul said, stop! Stop all this nonsense. Apollos may have water, but I am harvesting. Every leader has its own season and part in the ministry. Amen? So now Joshua is saying, Moses may have started this, but now it's your turn to carry it forward. The next slide. Do not stop until your mission is complete. Now it's your turn to move this thing forward. So be ready to cross the land. And you know what? God's going to open more doors. Next slide. And once you start moving, listen, and once we start moving according to God's directions, God starts to open doors for us. God says, if you stay where you are, don't cross Jordan, you are never going anywhere. You're going to be defeated. And then, God says, if you move forward, I am going to give you more opportunities in front of you. If you say yes to this challenge, Not only will I promote you, I will give you more opportunities. Amen? How many of you will suddenly be promoted in your job? You're saying, somebody said, your boss just died last night, you're now the boss. What? Now there are three possible responses to that. One is, yay, I am now the boss. Two is, oh no, I am the boss. Or three, I cannot be the boss. Which one? If you say, Lord, I don't know what to do now, but I'm going to be the boss. If you just say yes to this challenge, God is going to start opening opportunities for you. Look, verse 4. God says to the whole team, next slide, if you cross the land, here is what's waiting for you. Here is what is open for you. Listen, your territory will extend from the desert of Lebanon, from the great river, the Euphrates, all the Hittite country, and to the Mediterranean Sea in the west. How big is that? When I read that, I said, Lord, what? I don't understand this. Of course, the geography we know is San Diego. If the Lord said, you're going to get, the border of Mexico all the way to the end of 5 Freeway in the north, I would understand that. But this is ancient boundary. So I looked for a map. Look at this map. So what is God giving the whole? What is God giving Israel? This. God is saying, cross the land, and you're going to have all this in the north, in the south, and in the east. Better, next slide. Just the word Hittite, the Hittite country. Do you know how big is the Hittite country? The Hittite country is all of Eastern Europe. God is saying, if you cross the land, the opportunity that I am giving you is all of Europe and all of the Middle East. That's your opportunity. The sky is the limit. Wow. So what is my point here? Next slide. God is saying, you know what? These opportunities are only yours, depending on how much you want to claim. Because your success is limited and measured only by your attempt. I'm going to say that again, because this really spoke to me. Our success, your success, is measured by your... Read verse 3. God says, this is your opportunity, but I will only give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. This can be yours, but the only property that will actually be yours will depend on how far you want to walk and how much land you want to conquer. Amen? And how much property you want to claim. That will be yours. God is not saying that's all yours. God is saying wherever you put your foot in is yours. So where's your foot now? That's yours. Now some people say, Lord, why are you not blessing me? God says, are you even attempting to move forward? God says, the only blessing you will receive are the blessings you are attempting to claim. Amen? Are you listening, church?
Amen.
God is saying, you are going to have all of San Diego as your ministry opportunity. But you cannot have all of San Diego until you make the attempt to claim the whole of San Diego for God. And the only ministry you're ever going to succeed at are the ministries you're only willing to attempt. Are we listening here? So what is God saying? Psalm 81 verse 10. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of Egypt. What do you do now? Open how? Wide your mouth. And I will fill it. So how big a mouth? How big? How wide will you open your mouth? Is the measure of how much God is willing to put in that mouth. So if we attempt small things, we only are going to achieve small things. So church, now maybe we should start thinking, are we attempting great things for God? Or are we okay with small things for the Lord? Step out. God's opportunities are always there. God says, you're about to claim the promised land. And God said, the promised land is yours. Sky is the limit. But it all depends on how diligent, how brave and courageous you are going to be when you make the attempt. So ministry leaders, listen. I'd like you to make big attempts for God. Because if you attempt great things, you achieve great things for the Lord. Step up. Step out. And finally, stay strong. Stay strong. Why? Next line. Because opportunities, all opportunities, will carry with them their own challenges. Verse 6. Be strong and courageous, because you will lead these people to inherit the land I swore to their ancestors to give them. In fact, the Lord said this very phrase how many times? 3 times. He said that 3 times. Why? Because God wants to emphasize this phrase, be strong. God knows something that Joshua doesn't. God knows that there's going to be a lot of challenges if they move forward. In fact, next slide, 40 years ago, Israel is at the very same spot now. And 40 years ago, they were also about to enter the promised land. And then what did they do? Instead of just entering the promised land and trusting God, Moses sent 12 spies, one from each tribe, to scout the land. 2 of the spies, that's Joshua and Caleb, said, whoa! Lots of opportunity, let's go. The other 10 said this, Numbers 13, verse 27. They gave Moses this account. Okay, this is the spy account. We went to the land to which you sent us. Does flow with milk and honey, and here's the fruit. But, I don't like the word but. But means negative things are about to follow. You're handsome, but. If someone said, you're really pretty, but what? Okay. After you hear the word but, you will already forget the word handsome. Because you're dreading what comes after. But, you don't smell good. You don't dress well. But, I don't like but. Oh yes, it's really, really good as they say, but what? Look, the people who live there are, number 1, powerful. The cities are, number 2, fortified and large. And what did they see? The descendants of Anak. There are only Filipinos there. Anak, Anak. Oh, there are only Anak there. Mga Pilipino pala. Anak is this tribe. Anak is this gigantic tribe that Goliath is a member of. These are huge LeBron James size warriors. I think LeBron is even short. These are 9-foot warriors. Oh, you know who we saw? Giants in the land. Oh yeah. The property is prime, but there's already a lot of people there. And many of them are huge and powerful. And the cities are walled and fortified. Verse 29, the Amalekites lived in Negev, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, they have claimed the country, the hill country, the Canaanites are in the sea. It's already filled with people, Lord. So, let's not do it. That's exactly the report 40 years ago. What was the result? There was a rebellion in Israel. They said, let's not go in. Let's go back to Egypt. And God got so mad because they didn't trust God that God said, okay, you don't want to go in? We're gonna take a detour. So they wandered the wilderness, the deserts of Negev for 40 years. Until every single